Heather, I know you don't want to make the $763 a month payment. I'm with you. I wish car payments were $200, $300, $400 less. But if they were, it wouldn't be on a car these days. It'd be on a bicycle. Okay. Now, the Explorer you picked out, it's the right vehicle, correct?
Yes.
Okay. The 763 I know is going to scare a lot of people. But the fact of the matter is, you're not going to end up paying $763 a month to drive this vehicle because there is a savings element to every single car payment you make. Has anybody ever explained this to you?
No.
Okay. Look, when you write that check and you send it to the lender, and then I draw the check, 763, scribble a signature right there. You think the bank's going to keep it all, don't you?
Yes.
And you're never going to see any of that money again.
Right.
Okay. I used to think the same thing. Until somebody pointed out to me there is actually a savings element to every single car or truck payment you've ever made. And look, any finance counselor worth their salt will always tell you this. If you want to save money, you have to save money at the beginning of the month, because at the end of the month, what's left?
Nothing.
Nothing. So in essence, every time you write a check for this Explorer, you're going to be saving some money. Because once you make that 72nd payment, you I draw the 763, 72, I mean, I'll make sure that they're looking at that. What comes back to you in the mail?
The title.
The title, okay? And by the way, for some people, you're going to have to explain to them what comes back in the mail because they've never had anything come back in the mail, okay? So a lot of people won't know, so you're going to have to coach them. A title comes back, okay? And I draw the title. It's going to be a free and clear title. Heather, only your name's going to be on it. There's going to be no lien holder on that. But the question I've got for you is, if you use this Explorer like you intend to, you don't do anything special, but you don't crash it, you don't trash it either, what do you think that $37,000 vehicle will be worth at the end of 6 years?
About 15,000.
Okay, it doesn't matter what they say. Okay, if they say 10, if they say 5, I'm gonna use their number, because regardless of what they say, it's going to reduce the gross amount of the payment. And all I'm trying to do here is make it slightly easier for Heather to say yes. And if I've done my job, if I know Heather can write that check, but she's just pushing back on me because psychologically she's got a problem with 763, or she's a good negotiator. And she knows most salespeople at this point in time would say, would you, Heather, if we could get it to 700, would you take delivery? And then off they go to see some manager somewhere behind the curtain. And you reduce your gross profit, and you reduce your commission, and you end up poor because you suck at selling cars. Okay, we went from really good to sucking really quick there, didn't we? All right. So Heather, $15,000. Okay, I think that's fair. Okay, and sometimes with the customer, I'll say, well, look, let's do this, Heather. Let's be really conservative. Let's say it's only worth 12. Okay, do me a favor. You got a phone there?
Mm-hmm.
Got a calculator on it?
Yep.
Take $12,000 and divide it by 72.
167.
167. Do you know what that 167 represents, Heather?
No.
Every time you write this $763 check, okay, and you send it to the lender, metaphorically speaking, $167 is going to be flowing right back to your title. So take 763 and subtract 167.
596.
Heather, how does a car payment of $596 sound to you?
A lot better.
Way better than 763. Look, you're still going to write the check for 763, but you're only going to be paying $596 to drive it, and you'll be paying even less if it turns out it is worth $15,000. So I need your okay here by the 763 and your signature and date down here. Okay? See how this flows. Now, is this going to require some practice? I've showed this to you before, haven't I? But you've never used it. You've never used it for the same reason that I wouldn't have used it either, because you haven't practiced it.
No.
We're going to practice it today.
Okay.
Okay?